Hey everyone, it's Darcy from Snails and Fairy Dust here. I have this project I've been working on a little bit each morning, which I have been calling my meditation stick. It is a tree branch that my daughter found for me, and I'm just doing a round peyote stitch, even count peyote stitch around the branch with no pattern in mind. And it's a great way to just clear the mind and to bead just for beading's sake with no particular product in mind. And I wanted to show you how I got it started. So I have the tree branch that my daughter found for me, and it is all different shapes at different points. I'm not sure if I'm going to go the whole way down, but for now I will show you what I'm doing. I'm just starting with 3 random colors. Like I said, I don't have a design in mind. I have a size 12 beading needle, and I am using 6-pound weight Fireline. Sorry, that's backwards, but it's 6-pound weight Fireline, which I think is kind of important for this because you do a lot of tugging to keep it tight. So you want a strong thread. I also have a sort of mismatched bead, which I'm going to use for my stopper bead. And I'm just going to slide that down towards the end of my thread and then loop around, come back through, and we're going to pull that tightly. And that's just going to stop our beads from falling off as we get started. You could get rid of it pretty soon in the project, but you definitely want to have it for those first couple of rounds. And the other thing that I'm missing here is a piece of tape, which I will be taping down the tail. So to start with, I need to get a round of beads that fit all the way around my stick, but you also want it to be an even number. So you may have to adjust and readjust a few times to meet those criteria. So here I am starting my first one. And when I take a look, I'm still pretty far off. So I'm going to add some more beads. And again, I'm still pretty far off. Don't be afraid to try again. and don't forget that it needs to be an even number of beads. So here I see it looks like I need 2 more to have my even number and to make it sit together. So here I'm going to try it one more time, and that looks pretty good. So I want the orange beads to line up, not the little purple stopper bead, because we're going to be getting rid of that. And there's a little bit of a gap there, but we'll be able to tighten that up. So I have a piece of tape, and I'm just going to tape that tail to the end of my stick here. So tape that down. It's going to go all the way around, and it's just going to help you secure the tail so you could really tighten up these beads. So for our first few rounds, we're really going to be tugging hard on that thread to make sure it is nice and secure. So now I am wrapping those beads around again, and then I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to come through that first orange bead. So separate that out, and we're going to bring it over in the opposite direction and just pull that through. There we go. And make sure it's nice and tight. And now you want to just check and make sure there aren't any huge gaps on the other side that you somehow missed when you were counting your beads. And then we're going to pick up another bead, just one bead, and we're going to skip the next bead and go through the following bead. So skipping the next bead in the row, going through the following bead, and we're going to adjust it a little bit to get that peyote stitch stack that we are used to. So here I'm just going to push that over, and that's what it should look like. So they sort of sit on top of each other. The bead you're adding is going to sit on top of the bead you skipped. So like that, and then we're going to do it again. Pick up one more bead, and again, skip the next bead and go through the following bead. I like to hold it down with my thumb so that it ends up in the right place. And there you go. And that is right where it should be, so we don't need to mess around with that bead. But we do want to keep tightening, make sure we're tightening all the way along. And let's look at that again. So again, picking up one bead, skipping the next bead, and then bringing your needle through the following bead. And we're going to work our way all the way around the branch in this style. So we'll take a look again, tighten everything up. You want to make sure this is tight because you don't want your beadwork to slide off. We will be removing that piece of tape eventually, but you want to just make sure this is nice and tight and it holds itself onto the tree branch. So I'm just going to keep going around like this. Like I said, with this project, I don't have a pattern in mind. It's really just about the meditative healing magic of beading. I mean, sometimes we just get so caught up making things. We want it to be pretty and is it going to sell and this and that. And I think beading on its own is just so beneficial to anyone who tries it. And we could sort of forget that. And so I like having a project around where I'm just beading just for fun, just for me, just for my heart. And that's what this project is to me. So yeah, as you go along, you'll start to see patterns that you could come up with. If you feel intimidated by that in the beginning, just go for colors, like go for stripes of colors. So here I am still going around, and I'm going to zoom ahead to the end of this round. So here I am at the end of this round. I've added all the beads. I have one more to add in the normal way. So skipping a bead, going through the following bead. And now we're going to have our step up. And that is where we step up to the next round. So here I am. I'm going to give you a tighter view. Here we go. That's a better view. So I need to put a bead on top of that next bead. So again, skipping that bead, going through the following bead. But this time, I'm going to bring my needle up also through the bead right above it. You see that? So when I pull, that new bead is going to sit right on top of that bead. But our thread will be coming out of the last row that we've just added. So the first bead of the last row that we've just added. And make sure that's nice and tight. Check all the way around the circumference of your stick to make sure there aren't any gaps anywhere. And if there are, don't be afraid to just redo this, okay? Because this is the foundation row for your whole piece. So you need that to be tight. So now I'm going to do this next row, and I'm going to do it in another color so you can see. And this one is easy peasy. You shouldn't have to be readjusting all the time. You're just adding one bead in between each of those up rows all the way around. And yeah, so from here on out, it becomes really easy, and you can really enjoy the meditative effect of this process because you're just adding one bead at a time in between those little up beads and sort of making up your pattern as you go along. Here I am at the end of this row again, and I'm having one more up bead. And then my next up bead I'm adding is going to go through that orange bead that's up, and then also through the yellow bead in the new row above. So going through there and up into the next row. So that's stepping up. The interesting thing to note is each time you step up, it's going to move over one bead. So our first step up, we were directly above that purple bead. The next one, we're a little bit further over. Here is the row after that, and we're about to do our step up again. I just wanted you to see that one more time. So I'm going through the next bead and then stepping up into the new row I've added, which in this case, the new row is another orange row. And you see we're again one bead over from that purple bead. And here I am, I've done several rows now, and you see now we're several beads over from that original purple bead. So just don't forget your step up. That's the thing to pay attention to, is just be aware of where your step up is going to happen. And the rest of this is very easy. As long as your branch is a pretty even circumference all the way down. Here I am just showing you, the designs you could build on the way, but don't stress about the designs. Just sort of intuitively feel it out. Add colors, add patches of colors, add stripes of colors, whatever you need to do. But I recommend taking this time and taking like 10, 15 minutes a day, not rushing about finishing a project. And it's just about your time. It's, for me, it's hard to just sit and meditate quietly. So for me, this is my meditation. So I always do it with no music, no television. I try to do it when my family isn't around, or my kids at least have gone to school, so that I can just take that moment to myself. And I think it's really important that we return to beading in that way, especially if you're someone who loves beading like I do. You can become quite jaded when you're constantly trying to create something with an audience in mind. And I feel like after I do this, I'm actually more creative afterwards, and I have great ideas of actual projects I want to create. So I do recommend this. I hope you enjoy it. If I decide to bead over the little knots in the branches where it gets bigger, I will make another video once I have figured out that technique and how to teach you the technique. So if I do that, come back here and I will show you. And I hope you will make your own meditation stick and enjoy this process. I'm also not sure what I'm going to do with it afterwards. I thought maybe it would look nice on a bookshelf, or I might turn it into a mobile or a wall hanging, but it's about the process, not the end result, right? Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope to see you soon. And I hope you will subscribe to my video. Okay. Bye.